Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to go over my thoughts and impressions on the 2026 Chevy Corvette C8 and what I think about it. I've had it for a few months now, and I've put about 1,000 miles on it, and it's actually a really cool car. So I'm going to go over why I think it's a cool car and why I think you should get one as well. All right, guys. As you may know, I just bought a 2026 Chevy Corvette Stingray C8. I also have a Maserati Ghibli that is a 2018 Maserati Ghibli SQ4 Grand Sport, which you guys have seen in other videos, which I absolutely love. This is more of my daily. This one is more of the fun car. And now I've had a Chevy Corvette before. I've had a 2023 Chevy Corvette C8 3LT, and it was the red color with the tan interior. I'll put a picture of it right here, which you can also see in some of my previous videos as well. And I absolutely loved it. And now I didn't want to get rid of it. The only reason I got rid of it, again, I work for a car dealership, and a guy came in and he was from Reno, and he was looking for my exact car. And I didn't want to get rid of it, but he kept explaining of this car that he wanted. It was red with the tin interior. He wanted all the equipment, the front end lift, all that stuff, transparent roof. And I was like, oh, that's my car. So I decided to sell it to him. And so I missed my car, so I had to buy another one. Now, this one is not a 3LT. It's actually a 1LT, so it's more of a base model. But the 2026 redesign on the interior, I mean, you have the screens that are absolutely amazing. Little performance screen right here. We can go through different options. Wireless phone chargers now right there, instead of back there where it was annoying because you couldn't really get to your phone. And the center stack of all these buttons that were right here, that was so annoying. Guess what? Bam, they're in a better location. This is just a way better layout. And I had to go with the coupe because this is the T-top and it comes right off. And then it just goes in the trunk. Show you where it goes. You just plop it right in here and it just snaps into place. It's super easy. I do it by myself all the time, so it's not super heavy. Plus that soft close in the trunk right there, what it just did, that's amazing. Also does it on the front as well. Now, I don't know which car I enjoy driving more. They're both fun in their own different aspects. The Corvette or the Maserati Ghibli. The Maserati Ghibli is more of my little daily driver. You can bring your passengers along with you. Got a nice sunroof on it. Just a nice little cruiser car, super comfy. And just a fun car to drive and sounds great when you have it in sport mode. And the Corvette is obviously just a horsepower beast and just wants to get up and go and drive crazy. Now, this car does come with a naturally aspirated 6.2 liter V8 engine, which, as you can see, I am so glad they made this mid-engine because that is sweet. And then you still have a trunk and a frunk in the front. That is amazing. Now, granted, I've got stuff in the frunk, but at least we can open it up so you can see how much room's in it. I got a jacket in there. But still, plenty of trunk space. If you wanted to bring your golf clubs, which I don't golf, or if you wanted to bring a bunch of stuff and go grocery shopping on your way home, bam, plenty of room. And plus, you got that soft close, which is just so handy. And now let's start this baby up and see what it sounds like. I always run it in track mode, so that way the valves are open and it sounds absolutely amazing. So happy with this car. Now let's go for a drive. All right, guys, like I said, you've got a little performance screen right here. You can see what your tires are, which it looks like my front driver's side tire needs a little bit of air in it. You can see what your G-force is, your engine output for horsepower. It's just absolutely crazy. And then obviously you got your lane departure, lane keep assist right here. You can also go through here and change the layout, performance trip, all that stuff. I like to just keep it normal, so let's just keep it there. The screen layout looks so much better than the previous model. I just like what they did with the screen right there. And then also right here, that looks phenomenal. And then of course, because sports cars are so hard to see out of, you have a rear camera mirror. And that is wonderful and helps me out so much. Because I don't know if you can see out this window right here and be able to back up and not hit anything. Now the thing I wish this Corvette had is a front end lift, because my driveway is kind of at an angle and it's hard to pull out of the driveway and in the driveway. I have to do it really slow and at an angle so that way I don't scrape. So that's one thing I wish this had, but oh well. All right, let's do this. Don't want to hit the Maserati right there. But this is what I'm talking about. I gotta kind of come at an angle. Don't want to hit the Maserati. Yeah, front end lifts are amazing. Now, if you guys don't know, the Corvette has a couple different driving modes, and that is your mode selector right here. You move it up to change it or down to change it. And obviously we're in track mode right now, but as you can see, it's got sport mode, it's got tour mode, and it's even got my mode where you can customize it with the Z and make it your own mode and just change the steering response, the throttle response, everything. And there's weather mode. So that way, if you want to drive your Corvette through the snow or a little bit of ice, you are ready to go. But of course, we always keep it in my favorite, which is going to be track mode. Yeah. Now, I have owned a few sports cars, and it all started with a Chevy Camaro I bought back in 2015, maybe 2016. It was a Chevy Camaro V6, and it was the RS package, so it had the cool lights, and I absolutely loved that car. Now, I've always had a love for cars. I have absolutely loved them since I was little. I grew up in Vegas, so in Vegas, you'd always see people drive around with their Lamborghinis and their Ferraris, and it was just so cool to see. And maybe I get my love for cars from my dad. My dad actually used to have a Lancia, and I think he's done a few races in it, which was actually pretty cool. So maybe I get it from him, but we used to drive around Vegas all the time at night and just go look for cars. It was so cool. But from the Chevy Camaro, then I bought a Chevy SS, 2017 Chevy SS, and mine was optioned with the automatic and then also had a sunroof. I'll also include that up here in the video so you guys can see what that looks like. Now, if you guys don't know what a Chevy SS is, it was brought to America from 2014 to 2017, just because Chevy had to have a car that they had to have a production car to put into NASCAR. And it was super, super cool. Had a naturally aspirated 6.2 liter V8, basically the Corvette engine. And it was a 4-door, just a sleeper car that you would never expect to sound or perform like it did. Then I bought a Porsche 718 Cayman. It was a 2017 that I found in Bend. It was absolutely just gorgeous. It was gray with black wheels and just a fun, zippy little car. But that car, I have never had issues with the car like I've had with that car. The prongs in the fuel cell got stuck down, so I had to get those fixed. Then the door hinge was creaking really bad, even though it only had 17,000 miles on it and never been in an accident. It was just a lemon. I mean, I had nothing but problems with it. I had to replace the water pump. I had an oil consumption problem. So, and I know Porsches are super reliable, but that one was definitely a lemon. And then after the Porsche 718 came in, I got a Toyota Supra. Now the Toyota Supra was based off of a BMW engine, and it was a fun, zippy little car. I absolutely loved that car, and I loved the way it drove, but it was a little too small for me. I mean, I'm only 5'8", so I'm not that tall, but it just felt like a really, really small car. And then I traded in the Supra and bought a 2023 Chevy Corvette C8, which is the red one with the tan interior I was talking about, and I absolutely loved that car. I never wanted to get rid of it. It was my version of a Ferrari, and it was just so awesome. But sometimes things have to come to an end, and I sold it. And then after that car, I bought the Maserati Ghibli, and I've had the Maserati Ghibli for a little bit, and I absolutely love that car. And then now I've got the Maserati Ghibli and the C8 Corvette again. So I absolutely love my cars, and I highly recommend both. I mean, Maseratis have a horrible rep, I get it, but for people who actually own them, they love them. They have nothing bad to say. And yeah, the maintenance is a little crazy, but I mean, you could get it done at cheaper places. You don't have to take it to a Maserati dealer. And obviously, the C8 Corvette is an American-made car, so you don't have to worry about super expensive maintenance. Plus, your first maintenance visit is free on a brand new Corvette, which is so cool. And I think this guy right next to me on the bike, I think he's gonna want to race because he just did the look over and nodded. And there is a red Corvette when we were just speaking about one. That is absolutely crazy. Just like my old one. Let's give it the beans. Woo. That sounds amazing. Yeah, he's wanting to get some. And now the 2027 Corvettes are out. And they have a 6.7 liter V8. So a bigger engine. I mean, the Corvettes had a 6.2 liter V8 for the longest time, which is so crazy that they've changed it now. But I actually did not know about the 6.7s before I bought this one. So I guess that's my fault for not really paying attention. But still, I absolutely love this car. And I don't know how the 6.7 is going to be. It's going to be the first year of them. So hopefully they're super reliable and super fast. Because Corvettes have done freaking amazing. And now we're just going to drive through here. They usually do like a cars and coffee, which there's another Corvette. Yeah, usually out here you see some cool cars. Looks like there's some Chevy Camaros out there. Some really old school cars right here, which are super cool. And it looks like I missed it. I think it starts earlier. Yeah, these are super sweet. Yeah, that thing is sweet. Oh gosh, that is crazy. Holy cow. And that is why I love the Corvette. Just whoa, that is just crazy. It just gets up and goes. Okay, I think I enjoy this car a little bit more than the Maserati Ghibli. Touche. Now the Maserati Ghibli, I mean, it's fast, don't get me wrong, it's pretty fast, but it's a difference in how it makes you feel, right? Because the Ghibli has a twin-turbo 3.0 six-cylinder engine. This has a naturally aspirated 6.2 liter V8. So the V8, you just have that raw power and it just wants to get up and go. Where the Maserati Ghibli has that torque, so it's a little bit torquier, but it just doesn't make you feel peeled back in the seat throughout the whole time through the acceleration. Maybe just at the very beginning, but then it just kind of dies off. But the Corvette definitely kicks you back. Now, usually I never go with black cars, and the only reason is because it's so hard to keep them clean. I mean, trying to keep this car clean is next to impossible. It's always dirty. I mean, even if I don't drive it a whole lot, if it's just parked outside of my work, I mean, it just gets so dirty, and there's no dirt around my work. It's crazy. But I decided to get this one, black on black on black, and that is because, to me, it reminds me of the Batmobile. So I like to think of myself as Batman. I'm out trying to save the world at night, so gotta save this city. Gosh, that house is gorgeous. Whoa. Goals in life. That thing is sweet. I've got over 1,000 miles, and I've got 1,415 miles on it, which is a lot of miles. I've only had this thing for 3 months, so I drive this thing a lot. It's so much fun, but I mean, can you blame me? I mean, it's amazing. So this is not going to be a garage queen where it stays in the garage all the time. Absolutely not. Man, this Corvette is so fast. Oh, I love it. Now, gas can be pretty expensive. I'm not gonna lie there. You gotta put premium in it, and if you romp on it like that, I mean, in track mode, you're definitely going to take up a lot of gas. It is really hard to stay out of the throttle. It just sounds so good. Oh my god. But guys, I want to leave you with a little something, and that something is if you want something in life, you got to go after it and go get it. You can't wait. I mean, you can sit there and just wait for the perfect time, and I'm just going to let you know that it's never, ever, ever, ever going to be the perfect time. You just got to do it. You just got to take that chance if it's something you want, because next thing you know, life is just going to be over, and it's going to be too late. You're not going to be able to do the things you want to do. And it just kind of popped in my mind when I was driving my Corvette by a old folks home, and it just kind of reminded me. I saw an old guy sitting out there in his wheelchair, just kind of looking out, just looking at the view, and I just wonder, I mean, is there anything in his life that he wished he could have did differently, or that he wished he would have done and he didn't? So just don't take life for granted, okay? Go out there and do the things you want, because it's someday you're gonna look back and be like, wow, I should have did this when it was that time, and now it's way too late. So you don't want that to happen. And that's why I go get the cars I have. That's why I live life to the fullest. That's why I work out. That's why I just do everything that I do when I travel, and I just want to go see the world, because it just, you never know. And from a quote that I've heard is, the graveyard is the richest place. And what I mean by that is all the great ideas that everybody had that they didn't do, they took to the grave with them. And it could have just absolutely changed their life, and they could have done the things they wanted to do, but they didn't. So wake up every single day, thankful for what you have, and also want more, you know? And actually do the things you want. If you want a new sports car, I say it all the time, go get it. If you can afford it, go get it. Even if you have to stretch a little bit, go get it, okay? You're not gonna regret it, because the whole point of life is to live life, love, help others, and enjoy the passage of time. And you can't enjoy the passage of time if you prevent yourself from doing anything. Life is not meant to sit and hide. It's meant to create and to explore. And I think a lot of us just get stuck in our own head, and we talk ourselves out of doing everything that we want to do when we are more than capable of doing it. And there's a quote I heard from another YouTuber, and I absolutely loved it. It's like, live like you got nothing to lose, because in the end, what do you have to lose? You can't take any of this with you. So you gotta live and just enjoy yourself, and enjoy the presence of family and friends, and just help others. And sorry, I didn't mean to make that a whole speech thing, but just, I see a lot of people just not going after what they want in life, and it's sad, because you only have one life, and if you don't make the best of it, it's gonna pass you by, and then you look back and you're like, oh, I should have did this, should have did that, and that's too late. But anyways, guys, make sure to drop a like down below. It really helps out my videos. Subscribe for future content, and drop a comment down below if you have any ideas of future content that I can do that you guys would like to see, whether that's modding a car, doing a crazy rap, or doing anything. Just let me know what you think down below. Or if you are a Chevy Corvette owner as well, let me know what your thoughts are. What do you guys think of the Chevy Corvette? Because I absolutely love mine, but maybe there's some other people out there with different opinions. So please drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think, and stay tuned for more future content. We'll see you soon.